We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Stephen Jack Butala.
and I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2178, and Jill and I are talking about, mostly me probably this time, we'll talk about, will real estate investment survive AI, artificial intelligence? We just got off of a call, Jill and I, our monthly call, as this is pure luck, where we spoke with all of the career path alumni that we've had since the beginning. So when you join us for career path, it's a mastermind series of education that Jill and I do once, sometimes twice a year, depending on the demand, that puts you into that group. And then for the rest of Land Academy's existence, once a month, we all get together and talk about stuff. And this time it happened to be AI driven, and it confirmed what I thought already, and I think everybody else on the call. So we'll talk about it here in a second. Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum, take a deep dive into land-related topics by popular request.
Jason wrote, after doing a lot of research, I don't think real estate as a business is scalable. What do you all think about this topic? I'm trying to set myself to not work instead of run a large company. I'm not sure what to say.
I'm trying to set myself up to not work
at all,
comma, instead of running a large company. Amen to that, sir.
True.
Aren't we all?
True.
Is real estate scalable? No. Real estate investment is not scalable. It's repeatable.
Okay. I'm with
Scalable is, scalable became a popular word recently. There are certain products that are scalable. A perfect example, I think, is software.
Right.
For lack of a complicated description, in its simplest form, you write some software. You can sell it 30 times or you can sell it 30 million times. 30 million is better than 30. And it's scalable. And then with that, the customers are going to say, we want improvements. And then pretty soon you're releasing another product. And that business is very scalable. If you make toothpaste, if you make Crest toothpaste, and you've branded yourselves since the Civil War with things like this, then the next tube of toothpaste that gets sold, you have to make it and sell it. It's repeatable. McDonald's, repeatable. Manufacturing is totally repeatable. Education, online education, scalable.
Okay. I giggled too soon. So they're right.
Maybe you can never giggle too soon.
Well, wait a minute. Wait.
You can never giggle too soon.
You. I'm going to argue this. Wait a minute. Let me tell you about scalable, not repeatable. Here's what is scalable. I make a $10,000 profit. I make a $20,000 profit. I make a $40,000 profit, $80,000. Now I'm scaling. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm doing the same number of deals, but I'm making twice the profit on every deal. Now I'm scaling.
I think we're kind of splitting hairs. I would call that economies of scale, but the word scale's in it, so maybe it is scalable. So I just think that's efficiency, what you're talking about, and repeatability. You're still doing a bunch of deals. You're still doing more work. Let's think of it that way. You put all the work in up front, writing some software, and you sell, this is Microsoft Windows, let's say, whatever it's called now. You sell 3,000 packages of it, you make some improvements, not a lot. You sell 30,000, and that's a hockey stick scalability. Same thing with like Harvard Business School online. 30,000 people are doing it one semester, and then 10 million are the next semester with the same content and not a lot of changes.
So Jack,
in your example, I bought and sold a piece of real estate. Then I used the money to buy and sell 2 pieces of real estate. You still have to do something every step of the way.
Still do one real estate, but now I doubled my profit on each one because I'm going for different properties.
I don't want to split hairs with you, but I just think that's economies of scale.
All right.
If you have,
Mr. Accounting, using the fancy terms.
if you have a bar and you're buying alcohol for the bar,
Go ahead.
and then you buy 2 more bars, and now it's way cheaper to buy 3 times the alcohol in one swoop. That's, economies of scale. That's not scaling.
Okay.
Listen, here's the point.
Can we also remove cap rate from our vocabulary?
Here's the point to this. This little thing that Jill and I are going through right here, these silly definitions that I obsess on this stuff.
Right.
Right from the beginning of anything that we do, go through all of this malarkey and just drudge through to set up something that I take to her and say, I think we should do this.
True.
You, listener, should be doing this.
Okay.
You should design the company that checks all the boxes for you, not just whatever's in front of you.
Is that why this topic this question is here today? We haven't even got to the topic yet. Is that why you put this in here? I'm kind of curious.
What's this question?
What kind of emotion were you trying to evoke for me when you put this in here?
Am I trying to set myself? Oh, I'm trying to set myself up not to work at all. There's 2 ways you can do that. First is scalability. Find a business model that's totally scalable. And number 2,
preferably not ours.
This is what Jill's confusion is. I think maybe she just wants to argue.
No.
But what Jill's confusion is, we're all leading
scalable.
Both ways, and in you not working at all. In one case, you're scaled. In another case, you've built this point where there's a lot of people in place doing the repeatability for you. Another McDonald's, another McDonald's, another McDonald's. Another deal, another deal, another deal. Versus a sales team selling the same software. You think I'm splitting hairs on this?
No,
I don't.
No, you touched on something though. Arguing is scalable and repeatable. I can get madder every
It's
time.
escalatable and definitely repeatable.
Exactly. Thanks for dropping that nugget in there.
Every once in a while, Jill says sentences like this. No one could push my dad's buttons like me.
Oh, yeah.
Why would somebody say that to you? Why would the love of your life, you're traveling down this path together, your kids are out of the house, they all have jobs. We don't really have a calendar because we have so much free time. And then she just says something like that.
It was obviously in the context. You know what? Because we were talking about 16-year-old pain in the ass girls. That's why.
See, but I think you were talking or thinking about that in your head because Jill will have a whole conversation in her head and she'll just say the last sentence out loud to me.
Hey, I don't know. Go ahead.
This is a topic. What is our topic?
Okay.
Will real estate investment survive AI?
Now we get to the good stuff. Please.
Here's what I think, and this is what we were talking about on the call. Well, no, we talked about it a couple days ago on the show here. Mm-hmm. Everything is just, it's like catching a wave on a surfboard. You catch it right at the beginning, and it escalates and rises and rises and rises. You hit the top, the wave starts to crest. You move in front of the wave on the surfboard, and you take it as long as possibly as you can. You drag it all out.
And then it pushes you, which is
right. Right, it pushes you at that point. Mm-hmm. But you jump off before it smashes into the end.
True.
That's exactly what real estate investment or any type of investment or your whole life should be like that. It's just timing. And so AI right now is we're still paddling around in the water waiting for the right wave. We're not even really on the surfboard yet. And I know this because this is what happened with computers in general when I was very young. My first computer was a card reader. We would write programs and a card reader would calculate some outcome. That's how old I am. Not bragging. And so when these PCs started coming out and you could buy them and put it on your desk at home or whatever, that was right where we are with AI right now. We're still paddling. We don't know what this is yet, but we know it's going to be something amazing. And AI is going to be 1,000 times bigger than a PC on your desk. There's still a PC on my desk. 3 years from now, if you want to crack yourself up, we did this on a call recently. Type in, go out to Reddit and talk about business, just type in what's happening with AI or anything AI driven and try to find an old string. You know, what's going to happen with AI? Try to find a 2 or 3 year old string and it's laugh crack up about what they think AI is going to be 3 years ago and 2 years ago. Nobody thought it would change software in any way. Nobody thought it would be really anything. It was just really just another search engine.
It is kind of nice. You can go back and look at that stuff. Oh.
Now we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So the point is we're using it piece by piece by piece now in real estate investment and everything else as a tool in the toolbox to do more deals, make stuff more efficient, answer our phones or whatever else is happening. And someone's going to listen to the show 2 years from now and they'll say, oh my God, you guys had it wrong.
Right.
You can't believe
It's
what's going on with AI now. So at some point, real estate investment, you know, real estate is all about creating equity somehow. There's a couple ways you can create equity. What we do is we buy an asset undervalued and we resell it for more, hopefully quickly. And so we created some equity in the deal by negotiating a great purchase price and then executing the sale. Developers or the people on HGTV buy an asset and they improve it. They put a new kitchen in, or they buy a piece of land and build a skyscraper. And the sum of all that, the cost in doing that and the acquisition price is less than the exit amount, the sale amount. The whole key in both of those is to keep your costs down, both on the acquisition side and the improvement side. Well, AI can do that. AI can tell us at some point who are the 13 most likely people in Trenton, New Jersey to sell their real estate today. Is it to that point now? No. At some point, they're going to do the deal for us. Mm-hmm. So ChatGPT is a distraction. It is the first generation of AI that could write a biology paper for you because it's pulling information out all of the internet and writing some biology. You would have to go in back then, edit it a little bit, make it your own, make it sound real.
Right.
That's just text. That's just the beginning. No one even talks about right now the fact that AI will eventually be attached to mechanical devices. Ford's developing a trailer hitch that will connect a boat, let's call it just any trailer hitch that will connect to one of its vehicles just with the press of a button because it's learning as it's mechanically learning to.
It's going to be cool.
Real estate investment, as we know it, will not survive AI. We will have to, every step of the way on that surfboard, decide which tools and what its role is all the way up on the way, or it will decide for you. These are crazy times we live in. Mm-hmm. Was that, did you just fog out there?
No, I just was thinking about ways I could use it today. And it's coming. Like things that you just said, like it's going to, I hate to use the word impersonate, but it can. And I could see, helping they're doing it now. It's already out there doing real estate deals, as impersonating a person. I personally would like to use it today to impersonate myself to work on this health insurance thing I'm dealing with, just establishing a new company and a better plan. Seriously, call me when it's done. Call me as me to tell me it's done. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? I bet someone listening right now is going, you could do that, Jill. I'm like, all right, I'm not ready yet. So
somebody's listening to this laughing at us.
Exactly.
You have no idea what's capable right now.
Exactly. It's scary. What
would be
one
really
of the nice
bad,
things is
ahead.
Here's one of the beautiful things I love about this is it for me. The last comment I'm going to make this week is this. Gosh, knowing I've only been with you in this world full time for 16 years, 10 years Land Academy, and then 6 more years you and me. And wow, the changes that we've seen in that time and how it just gets easier and faster and better and more fun. And it frees me up. I can do more deals and things now because I don't have to spend all day finding property. Gosh, it's amazing how we did back then and how much money we still made, but we couldn't find anything. It was shocking what we had to do back then. And when you started before Google, not just Google Earth and Google Earth Pro, He started before Google. Think about that one. So that was 30, going on 35 years ago for you. God, the change we made. So here we are talking about AI, and you know, you've been in this full time for 30 years. I'm sure we're going to be fine, but you have to be, I have learned you have to be open to this. You can't say, I'm not doing it.
You have to pay attention to it.
You need to embrace it. Get over it and embrace it, and then you'll be okay.
Well said.
Thanks.
Join us next week for more interesting content. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
And inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable, and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.